Yea, verily, kind subscribers! And I can't talk like that. We just got out of the midnight showing of Thor. J-Train, Cole, Slow Bacon. Or West. So, first thoughts, spoilers, so if you don't want the movie wrecked, cut it off, or go read Wikipedia. I loved it, straight up.
Yeah. It was a pretty badass movie.
Coming from a guy who thought Iron Man 2 was, loved it.
Yes. It was good. Great action sequences, and the acting was awesome.
I agree.
They definitely didn't put too much of the whole verily crap in it. Like, I was kind of scared it was just going to all be...
They surprisingly talk normally in Asgard, and English, of all things.
It is the universal language, and the dimensional language, apparently.
Yeah.
So.
See? Take that, France. Anyways,
Don't get us started with that.
long story. Anyways, I actually really dug it. Now, there was one thing about it that I kind of was like, was they start with Jane Foster, like, hitting Thor in her car. Like, literally, that's what happens. And then they cut straight to Asgard before it, and they do this big, epic, like, badass opening with Anthony Hopkins narrating. I'm like, you know, and then they end up going back over the whole wreck, like, almost completely. They said they cut out, like, 2 lines, and I'm like, fuck, why did you put that in there in the first place? I don't need to see Jane Foster hit Thor. I know he gets to Earth.
Was kind of funny.
Yeah, I mean, it was funny. She hit him with her car, like, 5-6 times. But,
Yeah, it was... Yeah. Like, we were discussing it. We love the whole Asgard part, like, at the beginning, where he's actually still in Asgard with all the warriors, and they're... Like, that's the whole thing before he gets to Earth.
The Warriors 3, you know, the fat one, the one that kept eating, that's Ray Stevenson. He's the Punisher from Warzone.
I knew I recognized that guy from somewhere.
He's in a fat suit, but that's the Punisher from Warzone.
That is awesome. Yeah, well, yeah, we discussed it. We think it would be awesome if they just made a movie based on that instead of his time on Earth.
What?
Like a Lord of the Rings style Thor movie. Come on.
Oh, like only on Asgard. Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Well, I mean, the first good 40 minutes is mostly Asgard.
Yeah.
Well, not 40 minutes, 30, somewhere around in there.
I could watch 12 hours of that, though.
There's a lot of humor I thought would get old, like Thor being on Earth. Yeah. They handled that well, because I thought we were going to have Thor wandering going, oh my god, what are these steel chariots made of metal? No. And you don't have that. Like, it's a lot of more Thor's attitude that, like, gets him fucked up. Like, he doesn't understand roads and, like, red lights and shit.
Yeah. All the other stuff's just... I don't even think he begins to acknowledge those other things.
No, he's just like, I'm Thor. Fuck you. And the part where he walks in the pet shop, he's like, I need a horse. We don't have horses. We have dogs and cats. Give me one big enough to ride. The hammer, like, all the retarded stuff, like what he's doing on the shirt here. Spinning it. Good look at this your shirt, YouTube. I thought that would look horrible, and with the exception of flying, which, depending on what scene you're talking about, looks a little cheesy, all the hammer stuff actually works.
I like the hammer stuff. I love when he used it against the frost giants. Like, the first time he threw it, that was brutal. He just...
You know what got me about the frost giants is I could never tell exactly how fucking big they were. Because, like, that opening scene, I'm like, oh, they're actually giants. And then at the end, he's in Asgard, and I'm like, they're average size. Well, somewhat. They're about 7 feet tall. And, like, in the opening scene, I thought they were, like, mountain size. Then I'm like,
maybe their height works in the same way a penis functions.
I have children that watch this. You rat-fucking bastard.
It's a PG-13 movie.
You haven't heard the word fuck before? Well, you just did.
Fuck you.
Yeah, now the flying got... I don't know, like, to me, did it look cheesy to you too sometimes?
Well, I heard some guys in the restroom discussing that, you know, when Matrix Reloaded did it in 2002, it was acceptable because it was 2002, but then when Thor's like, let's try that again in 2011, they'll never expect it.
So, I mean, Thor flies, that's his thing.
Very cheesily flies.
Now, Loki was actually kind of surprised the hell out of him because he wasn't like, he was scheming from the beginning, but he wasn't really like a rat. Like, he wasn't the bad guy at the beginning. Like, he was legitimately trying to help Thor, and he ended up fucking him over.
Well, I mean, I don't know. He just kind of transgressed into the bad guy, but then it kind of turned into he was really just a...
He's just a whiny little brat.
Yeah, and he had a lot of daddy issues.
Anthony Hopkins was my dad. I imagine I'd have daddy issues too.
I'm pretty sure I would too.
Well, that part where in the trailer,
everybody who's his son has daddy issues.
That part in the trailer where he's like Loki's trying to like fall through. He goes, oh, like in the trailer they do like the big echoing booming like, whoa, and here's just like, shut up.
But like I said, I really did expect a bigger fight with the Destroyer, but him kicking its ass in 10 seconds.
The Destroyer bitch slap almost made me shit myself. She's like, oh, thank God Loki understands. Bam!
Oh, Loki still understands.
And they killed him. Like, technically, I mean, oh God, a bitch slap killed Thor. Yep. Technically. End of movie. We just left. We're all pissed. No, I'm just you're quiet. What did you think?
Man, got my...
That's enough out of you!
Hey.
I'm just gonna do that from now on whenever somebody's like, Jared, I was like, I'm sorry, we don't have that stock. Quiet, you.
Oh, man. I did enjoy the whole redneck surrounded the hammer at the beginning to try and...
It was Stan Lee in the truck.
That was so awesome, yeah. That was like his biggest line I think he's ever used in any of his movies.
No, on Spider-Man 3, he actually had like a little spiel when he talked to Peter Parker.
Oh yeah, I remember that, but I like this one better though. It's pretty. Did it work? Sure.
Oh, God bless you, Stan Lee, you crazy bastard.
This movie proved that those Ford commercials are bullshit.
Going off on a tangent here. We saw it in 3D. And woo! Yeah, an extra $30 to the price of our ticket.
Yeah.
I didn't really. I mean, there were parts in that were cool in 3D.
The coolest part of the whole thing that was in 3D was when the Captain America trailer came on and the shield almost hit me in the face.
That was awesome.
I like that. I think Captain America 3D is going to be awesome. Thor.
Well, you know, Captain America had a chance to actually film in 3D instead of being converted to 3D, and the director refused to do it because he said the cameras were such a pain in the ass.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which I can respect that, because I stand by the opinion that 3D is a bad and it's going to die just like it did in the 80s.
I really hope it does. Because...
Or they could just stop charging me the extra money on my ticket and I'll shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Anyways, again with a tangent.
It's like 2 in the
The
morning.
3D I actually think hurt me. Yeah, it's closer to 3, I think. The movie's about just shy under 2 hours. Yeah, it's closer to 2.
It was almost exactly 2 hours, yeah.
The battle in the beginning in 3D actually kind of made me, I was like, I couldn't keep up with it. I'm like, what the fuck?
There's a lot going on. It was almost like, you know, really being in war. And
there was actually a really epic scale battle in the beginning.
Yeah, I liked it. It reminded me a lot. Kind of, it was like Lord of the Rings meets...
300.
Yeah.
Meets Avatar.
Meets...
Oh yeah, but then when
Dragon
Loki
Ball
said
Z.
like this, like Thor says this is madness, like I heard like 5 people say this is
He was one of them. I wanted to say it like really loud just to clear that up. You know, elephant in the room. We know.
Yeah,
what you're
everyone's thinking it.
Just say it and get it over with. Get it out of your system. It's like first day of sex education. So I'll get it out.
Penis. I'm done. No, and what really got me is, and I told you this when it first popped up, I'm like, oh, that thing Loki's using, that's the fucking cosmic cube. And I thought that through the whole damn movie. And then, extra bit after the credits, I was wrong.
So what was that?
I don't know.
Was that like the Frost Giants?
No, when they were
version of
walking by,
crack?
like, all the shit in the weapons, it was actual shit. Like, from the comics. It's pretty awesome.
Like all the
Like the Infinity Gauntlet. I know I saw that online. I can't recall if I saw it in the movie or not. If I did, it was only for a half second. But, what was I just saying? I had a point, and I was making a tangent.
You're talking about the thing that the Frost Giants got stolen from.
Yeah.
Thing.
But then, like, the extra clip at the end, they're like, Cosmic Cube, Sam Jackson. Aren't you glad you sat through 4 minutes worth of credits?
Yeah. So I didn't get it. Like, can Loki, like, can he possess people? Or is it more or less?
It could be Loki taking his form. That left a lot of questions.
Yeah.
It could be him influenced. I mean, there's just a lot of...
So, like, we're looking at almost like when they bring out the Avengers, you're going to have Loki helping Hugo Weaving.
Hugo Weaving's probably gonna not be around.
For the
Captain America's set in World War II.
Wait, Red Skull doesn't follow him to the...
Well, in the comics, I forget exactly how, but Red Skull does live on. And, I mean, there's a bunch of different shit as far as, like, how he makes it.
It's like Captain America just goes to the nearest nursing home, finds him, beats the shit out of him.
The last 30 minutes of Captain America has been bashed by critics for just being 20 minutes of Captain America punching an old man in the face. So, you Nazi son of a bitch, I'm gonna kick your ass! Sir, he's been dead. I'm getting the point across.
God, that is an awesome
This
image.
is why Marvel shouldn't let me write their movies.
Oh, God. Let's do it.
The helmet, of all things, which everyone was bitching about, I'm like, I'm not worried, the helmet will be in there, was in there in the beginning. And then he doesn't have any logical reason for leaving the helmet. He's just randomly like, oh, fuck this helmet, I'm leaving it here.
You know, maybe it was tight.
And they said that he buffed up so much his costume cut off circulation, so I don't see what the fuck the helmet would do, but...
But
then his hammer comes back and his costume is magically restored, except for his helmet, which...
They didn't want to mess his hair up for his big screen debut.
I like the helmet. Like, I think he looks badass without, but I think he looks better with the helmet on.
How much time he spent on his hair?
Who? For Thor?
Yeah. All right, then.
If Loki can walk around with those massive-ass horns on his helmet, Chris Hemsworth does not get to bitch about having wings on his.
Well, what about FaceTime? It might have...
It doesn't cover up his face, you dumbass. Come on.
Choking on a cock there, Jared?
Oh. Well.
How long have we been going? 11 minutes. Shit.
Damn. Wow. If you're still watching this, you're a trooper.
God bless you.
We're gonna
like 5 people that watch my videos this long, which amount to...
This guy.
Yeah, this guy, Garland Green, Jerky Child, Moon Knight movies, some odd number. Sorry. I don't remember. Oh, popcorn. Mm.
So Thor wasn't a disappointment at all, really. And Captain America doesn't look like it's going to be a disappointment. And that is damn fine.
Okay, last thing, Elephant in the Room Hawkeye, who I kept hearing about.
He was
there. It was definitely Hawkeye, but he was wearing a poncho, so we don't get to look at his fucking costume. But I mean, you got like a feel for how he's going to be in Avengers, because like, get him up there with a gun. And then he takes the bow, which, if they don't want him to use the bow, why the fuck is it there in the first place?
They should have clarified.
Yeah, but I mean, he seems like he's going to be cool. So, bottom line, go see Thor. It is... I'll say, like, if I ranked the Marvel movies that are going to be in event... Oh, and like, random-ass references. Like, they mentioned Bruce Banner, not by name, but they reference him.
Yeah.
They reference Tony Stark. I love that.
Was it one of the stars? Yeah.
Anyways, like, if I was to rank the Marvel movies, like, from Hulk, Iron Man 2, and Thor, my top 2 would probably be, like, a tie between... It would be a fight between Iron Man and Thor. Hulk's awesome, but I just didn't like Iron Man 2.
Nope.
Anyways, long-ass time, up to 13 minutes. You guys are awesome.
Ooh.
I'm going to see if there's a McDonald's open at 3 a.m. 24-hour drive through my ass.
Yeah, my ass.
Please, bitches!
Yep.